guys, it's Chrissy, and today I'm going to review the book, The Goal, written by Elle Kennedy. Hope you enjoy.
New York Times bestseller Elle Kennedy brings you a sexy new off-campus novel that can be read as a standalone. She's good at achieving her goals. College senior Sabrina James has her whole future planned out. Graduate from college, kick butt in law school, and land a high-paying job at a cutthroat firm. Her path to escaping her shameful past certainly doesn't include a gorgeous hockey player who believes in love at first sight. One night of sizzling heat and surprising tenderness is all she's willing to give John Tucker. But sometimes one night is all it takes for your entire life to change. But the game just got a whole lot more complicated. Tucker believes being a team player is as important as being a star. On the ice, he's fine staying out of the spotlight, but when it comes to becoming a daddy at the age of 22, he refuses to be a bench warmer. It doesn't hurt that the soon-to-be mother of his child is beautiful, whip-smart, and keeps him on his toes. The problem is, Sabrina's heart is locked up tight, and the fiery brunette is too stubborn to accept his help. If he wants a life with the woman of his dreams, he'll have to convince her that some goals can only be made with an assist.
The Goal is the fourth book in the Off-Campus series written by Elle Kennedy, and this book revolves around the character John Tucker. John is one of the roommates of Garrett, Logan, and Dean. He's on their Briar hockey team. He's one of their teammates. He finds himself in quite the predicament in this book. He has hooked up with Dean's arch nemesis, Sabrina. And in the end of book 3, we find out that Sabrina is pregnant. So this book goes back in time and shows us the relationship between Tucker and Sabrina. We get to see some old faces throughout this book. There were a couple of flashback scenes that I had a really hard time with, and I'm not going to ruin it if you haven't yet read book 3, The Score. But we see some people we did not think we'd see again, and that was really difficult. But all in all, getting to go back in time and see the progression of Sabrina and Tucker's relationship while other things were going on in the previous books was really interesting. I really enjoyed that format. And then we do get to see in the future with these two. I absolutely enjoyed every second of reading this book, as I have with every single other off-campus series book. I really cannot wait to see where the series goes. I know that Tucker is the last original roommate to get a book, but that doesn't mean that the house is done and the series is over. Then there might be, some lower classmen moving into that house and we get to see them. And I have it on good authority that there is going to be quite the summer at Briar next semester. So I have asked my friend Julie to play a game with me called Who'd You Rather using all of the Briar hockey boys. Please welcome my friend Julie from the blog For the Love of Books and Cooks. Yay! Hi, Julie back! Julie is one of my very best friends. We went to high school together. We have been friends for a very long time. So I'm so excited that she decided to finally start her own book and lifestyle blog. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your blog?
It's about books and hopefully a little bit about food and nutrition and a little bit of natural beauty.
Okay, so I invited her here. Unfortunately, Tammy was going to join me for this video, but at the last minute she got sick, and so she's sick in bed and wasn't able to film. So at the very last minute, Julie Bug was able to film with me. And unfortunately, Julie has not yet read The Goal because it comes out on Monday and we're filming this on Friday. So she still has a couple of days to wait. But we're going to play Who'd You Rather using the off-campus book. I think after I read The Score is when I finally recommended the off-campus series to Julie. And I fell in love with the series after the deal. I think maybe I didn't know if she would be into the type of sports romance books that I was getting into. Maybe that's why I waited till after The Score. And then after The Score, I was like, you have to read it. I don't care what genre, what your reading preference is. These stories are so good. No matter if you're into hockey or not, you're gonna love these stories. So I think that's when I finally said, you've got to read these. Who is your favorite off-campus boy? Now, this doesn't include Tucker because she hasn't read Tuck's story yet. But who's your favorite off-campus Briar hockey player so far? Dean. He is so hot. Now, I loved Garrett effing Graham so hard that poor Logan, I did not appreciate Logan until I reread the entire series. And I think I told you to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Because I think I read The Deal and then The Mistake before the score came out. So I had some time before the score came out. And right before the score, I reread the series. And I appreciated Logan so much more the second time I read it, because the first time I read it, I was still so in love with Garrett Graham.
I experienced the same thing. It was hard to enjoy Logan's story.
But if you didn't fully love Logan as much as you loved Garrett, go back and read it a second time and then come back and tell us. So then when Dean came along, Dean was this character in the first two books that was, honestly, in my eyes, I thought he was a bit gross. I thought, ew, what a nasty player. Not my kind of dude. I honestly was like, when it was announced that he was the next character, I thought, that's not going to go well. I'm not going to enjoy it. But then he ended up surpassing Garrett as being my favorite. It's hard because she hasn't read the goal yet, and I want to talk to her about the goal. So, honestly, Juliebug, I think you're really going to be surprised by Mr. Tucker.
I don't know. Dean is up there. It's hard to...
It's really hard to surpass Dean, but Tucker, I'll tell you both. I'll tell you all a little bit about Tucker. Tucker, first off, he has the beard, which, enough said. He's got the hot hockey lumberjack thing going on. So that's totally hot. And then he isn't as hockey driven as his teammates. He's always been really focused on his family, taking care of his mother, and he always knew he'd be going back to take care of his mother back in Texas after graduation, and he knew he wouldn't be going for the majors. He wasn't even going to, I almost said audition. I don't think that's the right term. I think it's tryout. What do? To go to the big leagues? Oh, they get scouted? He didn't try to do that. Obviously, I know very little about hockey, and what I do know about hockey comes from Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen's books. Okay, so we're going to play a game of Who'd You Rather using the off-campus boys. So the answers are either Garrett Graham, John Logan, Dean De Laurentiis, or John Tucker. But it's going to be really hard for Juliebug because she doesn't really know John Tucker yet. So I hope you can answer the best you can without fully knowing the last one. So who'd you rather marry? Do you want to answer first or you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay, so who'd you rather marry? And I would rather marry... I went back and forth on this one. I hate that I have to say this, but I gotta say John Tucker. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's that good. Who would you say?
Oh, I'm still Dean.
My spending habits would definitely be more, compatible with marrying Dean, but... Okay, who would you rather take to the opera?
I think I would like to take Garrett. I think he would be great with the opera.
I was going to say Dean, because he's probably, from that wealthy family, he's probably been to the opera, honestly. So I was going to say Dean, sorry.
Oh, he probably has.
Yeah. I don't think he enjoyed it, but he's probably been.
I don't think any of them would.
Who would you rather bring home to meet your family? And this one's easy for me. It would definitely be, I say it'd be easy, and then as soon as I started to say it, I second guessed. I was gonna say John Tucker, but I think Garrett would be super easy to bring home to your family too. So I chose two. That's against the rules.
I think Logan would be easy to bring home to the family.
Who would you rather spend only one night with?
Ooh. Only one night?
Only one night.
Oh, that's a toss-up. That's a hard one.
Isn't it?
I think maybe Garrett. He could be fun for one night.
I was thinking about in in the deal when they had, I don't know, did they put something on their door when they were VBF? Very busy. Anyway, if to spend one night with, I have got to say Dean. Oh, this is a good one too. Who would you rather be stranded on a deserted island with? And I am going to say John Tucker.
Man.
Well, he's very resourceful and good with his hands, and I mean, you haven't read yet, but he did work a little construction, so I gotta say Tuck.
I'm gonna go with Dean.
Dean. I mean, he gets stuff done.
He does.
He's very protective. Who would you rather call for help in the middle of the night?
Dean. All the way.
Yeah.
He is the loyal.
When he came and rescued Allie, like, for sure, I have to agree. It's gotta be Dean. Who would you rather be partnered on a school project with? Now, this one, I have to say Logan. And my reasoning is actually in the goal. And I can't tell you why, but when this kid wants something done, he is, I lost Julie. He is focused and there you are. Oh, I wonder if it's, because I have an old iPad, so it's probably cutting in and out. I'm sorry. But Logan, well, no, you can tell by in The Mistake too, what he does to win back Grace, the things, the determination he has to get that done. I want to be partnered with him on a school project for sure. Who would you pick?
Again, I think I would pick Dean. He's the one, he's planning on going to law school. To Yale. Or not to Harvard.
Harvard. Yeah.
And that level of dedication is intense.
Then, I mean, you have to remember too, he was failing quite a bit, but being passed, so.
No, only one.
Was it just the one with Serena?
Yep.
Sabrina? Sorry. Okay. Her puppy really wants her attention, so I'm going to try to speed through the last couple of them. Who would you rather be with on a road trip? Uh-huh.
Garrett has a wide range of music. I think I would have to go with that one.
I think you're right. I think I'm going to have to go with Garrett, too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, this is a really good one, and this has to do with the goal. So, who would you rather be the godfather of your children? Oh, it's me to answer first. Well, I'm going to have to say John Logan. I absolutely am. Even though I've read The Goal and I know what happens, I would pick Logan.
Wow.
Yeah. Once again, the dedication. All he went through to win back Grace. I mean, yeah, I got to pick Logan. Who would you pick?
That's a good point.
Uh-huh.
Really good point. Oh, man. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with Garrett.
Yeah.
I think he's reliable.
He is. And he was the leader. He was, he did a great job of being, the leader of the house, the leader of the team. Yeah, absolutely. He'd be a great godfather too. But I pick Logan.
Yes.
And the last one, and this is a fun one. Who would you rather get totally wasted with?
Oh, Dean all the way.
Absolutely 100% Dean. Alright guys, so I want to thank Julie so much for joining me and filling in for Tammy on short notice. Thank you so much, Julie Bug. And make sure you guys check out her blog for the love of books and cooks, and I'll leave it linked below. I give The Goal 5 out of 5 Chrissy stars. You have got to read this book. The Goal will release on September 26, 2016. I thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can find me at KrissysMakeupNote.com or KrissysBookNote.com. See you next time. Mwah!
Shall we begin?
And he finds himself in quite the predicament. So we're going to play a game of Who'd You Rather. Let me do that again. That was out of... There you are. That was weird.
I don't know what that was about.
Yikes. And then we can play the game Who'd You Rather using different Uh-oh, I lost Julie.
Oh, I still see you.
Solid, familial. What's always been family oriented. I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. I think I'm making up words. But no, I'll edit. I'll edit this out. Obviously, I won't be have it staring at you for a few minutes. Go ahead. Oh, her puppy dog wants attention. Show everybody your puppy. Is she too big to? Yeah. Hi, sweetie pie. Wait, what's her name? No.
Duchess.
I thought it was Duchess, but then I thought, oh, she's so sweet. So I will insert the new covers here. Oh, I lost my gold cover. You know what? Honestly, I gotta fix the lights and not just because they look funky.
This is not a drill.
It's all up on you.
Repeat. This is
This
not a
is
drill.
more difficult than it